Hi, my name is Brian Walker and I'm CEO of Retail Doctor Group. Today I have the pleasure of talking with Matt Craig, Director at Mindarc, a digital integration agency, and our partner in working with clients around digital physical integration, or omnichannel as we know it. Today, with Matt's help, we're going to talk briefly about how to implement click and collect.
Thanks, Brian. It's nice to be here today.
Thank you. Certainly integration in areas such as click and collect is high on the minds of retailers around the world. And we're seeing double-digit growth in click and collect percentage. But for many retailers, this is a question, what is click and collect and how do we implement it? So really that's kind of the topic of today.
Great question, Brian. I think click and collect sounds like a simple concept, but is potentially riddled with hidden complications for a lot of retailers out there. And I think that's why they come to agencies or experts like you to kind of discuss what does the implementation look like, operationally, what does it mean for the business? And then from a technology perspective, how do I know if my current technology supports what I need to do? And do I need to change and activate new technology? So yeah, that's definitely, I guess, the beginnings of understanding what to do with click and collect. And I think the reason why it's important is it's the beginning to a stage, I guess, of connecting that physical with the digital channels. And what that means is, in these tough times with COVID-19, social, physical restrictions, obviously physical retail has been hit in the last few months globally, and everyone's hearing about all these structures or functions, and they're really, I guess, they know they need to do something, but they don't necessarily know what that means for their business and how much it's going to cost.
So when I break down what you've said, Matt, and we think about retail, for the moment, less so from the customer perspective, but much more from the distribution, warehouse, supply channel. Great changes there with click and collect, isn't there, around efficiencies, integration of warehouse management systems and so forth.
That's right. Yeah.
To really get our product in this one view of the inventory level, if you like, or one view of stock.
Yeah, that's right. And that's a very important concept, that single view of stock or inventory. And a lot of, I guess, traditional or common systems that are in the market or have been in the market, some of them don't necessarily support that in a rapid enough way. And so for larger organizations that are doing a lot more sales per hour and a lot more inventory movement, and for those with limited inventory for certain SKUs, that's where some of the complications starts kicking in. What happens if a customer purchases online? There's a time between them making the purchase, going in-store and getting the product. How does the team in-store know when to hold that product? What's the training like? And then there's even, on occasion, we've seen issues where attribution of sales is not really aligned. So you have the in-store customer sales team not thinking that an online sale reflects anything on them. So there's issues where they sell the stock to a physical customer, even though they know it should be on hold for an online customer because it adds to their KPIs or misaligned KPIs, in my opinion.
So you've got this interesting cultural piece too, haven't you? And capability across the organisation. I remember this quote once talking about click and collect is really almost not about putting another room in the house, it's about rewiring the house. So you've got all the aspects of rewiring. When we always start with a discovery or diagnostic process with a client and incorporating the skills and work of Mindarc into the digital piece. But that's also where you like to start.
100%, yeah. And I think the diagnostics and understanding of the business is really critical. Even though when people come to us, they expect a lot of discussion about technology, we try to weave in a lot of business intelligence type of discussion, because without that, you potentially implement empty systems, right? And one of the things you really need to do is implement a system that the team will not only use, but will also use successfully. So I completely agree with your, I guess, approach.
Okay, well, Matt, thank you very much. It's just some really nice little points around click and collect as one of the examples of digital physical integration or omnichannel. So on behalf of myself, Brian Walker at Retail Doctor Group, Matt Craig at Mindarc, thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.